All right, guys, 2 quick new potato recipes, early potato recipes for you. Now, I just got to make sure I get the right ingredients in the right dish, or it'll be a disaster, won't it? Let's do the hot one first, because the potatoes are still warm. What I've got here is the potatoes I picked the other day, harvested the other day. There's a mixture of Casablanca Charlotte. There's a few Apache in there, and a couple of pink fir apple. So I'm going to do the pickled potatoes first. So we don't need that. We need that, we need that, we need that, we need that. We don't need that, we need that, don't need that, don't need that. Bit of salt, water, knife, onion. Don't need spring onions just yet. Okay, so I'll put those over there. See, I'm all organised, me. Now I'm gonna, let's get out of there. Oh, don't rain, I've just started filming. I'm gonna measure these out quickly, so I don't want to use too many, if you know what I mean. And like I said, they're a mixture of, oh crikey, one for the worms, all sorts. Casablanca, Charlotte. I'll put a few extras in, because it'll, in case they shrink. Right, so that's how many I'm going to use. So I'll put those to one side. Right. Okay then, start the prep work. So they're going to go in the thingy, in the jar when it's done. Oh, the sun's coming right over already. I can't believe it. Right, so all this is off my allotment. We've got 1 onion, clove of garlic, potatoes off the plot. Oh, I feel sharp already. This was picked yesterday. This is Troy, actually, this one. And I'll tell you what, it's picked yesterday, and you can feel the outside. You know, it's not a storing onion, you can feel it's drying out already. So, right, what do we want with these? Having some nice rings, if we can. Dead thin. That'll do. And we need 1 clove of garlic. This is chestnut white off the allotment. There we go. I'll save that. Now just crush that one. What else do we need? Peppercorn curry, that's it. Right, so let's get the cooker up. Okay then, quickly. We're only going to try and what do you call them? Sweat down these onions. They're not going to cook. So I'll be very, very quick. I need to go and get my spoon, don't I? Okay, that'll do. We don't want them to cook. See, they're catching already, look, see? Right, let's have a look then. Because I've only got a small jar, I'm going to do a teaspoon of black peppercorns. I would say corns. It's corns, isn't it? Yeah, corns. I'm going to use curry leaves this time instead of bay leaves. Yeah, they're quite nice. They're not very curry-ish, but they give a bit of flavour, you know. So 3 or 4 of those. They're really small. Oh, if I get it in. A few cumin seeds. Now, again, maybe half a teaspoon of these. That's a 1/4. That's a half. Teaspoon of salt. We don't want too much salt in there. Like I said, it would be a lot more if it was a bigger jar, but I'm just doing this as a demonstration. And I think that's everything. And then, I'm just going to sweat those down a little bit. Cool. Here we are then. So, all the flavours of them are coming out. Here we are. So it's a very quick recipe, this one. I've got a fair bit of water there, but that's far too much. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit in for now. What's that, about 200 ml? And then 200 ml of white vinegar. Oh. Now I'll show you the correct way of pouring things from big containers. So if I was to pour like this, it would go glug, glug, glug. So you always pour so the container itself is, looks upside down, Oh. There we are. See, no glug, glug, glug. I'm not going to demonstrate it away because I'll make a mess. Right then, let's get that in. Let's bring it back to the heat. Get it going. And it's just started raining again. Here we are then, that's all boiled nicely now, so you wish we had smell-o-vision, you could smell those curry leaves. Right, and what I'm going to do now is put those potatoes in. We're not trying to cook them, I'm only putting them in here just so I can get the onions in the jar. So they're not going to cook, they're just going to mix. And that's it, guys. It is that quick. I mean, it's taken me, as Mags was saying the other day, it's taken me 3 times as long to film it as it actually does to make it. Right, let's get it in the jar. Okay then. I did these a couple of years back and they were very tasty, so hopefully these will be as well. Oops. Oh, that's right, I need 2 left. Right. And not a bad guess with the liquor either, look at that. Huh. Couldn't have planned that better. Let's get these last scraps of spices and onions in. 2 little bits of potatoes left. One little bit of potato left. There we are then. Get them labelled up. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice. Right, so that is the first dish done. Excuse me. So we have. These are the Florence red spring onions that came from, I think it's either Ali or Robin. I can't remember, sorry girls. So let's get them all ready first. Oh, look at the lovely colour on these. I'll show you in a second. Just get the hairy bits off, The outer layer. That is so weird, all that thunder and not a drop of rain. I suppose it's quite damaging, isn't it, when it does that? Right, so what I want is all of these. I don't think I've ever been outside filming in the thunder before. It's a first for Digwell. You can use chives for this. You can use anything you want, really. I think that'll do, because it'll be over. Oh, that'll do. Right, so they're going to go in this bowl. Once I get rid of the water. Yo! Say that again, sorry? Bloody neighbours butting in again. Look, I'm trying to film. Here, mate, it's the first time I've filmed in thunder. Right, what we need then, I'm going to put a couple of capers in just for the astringency, as they say. But what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to chop them quite finely. Some people like them, some people don't. All right for me. There we are. Ding ding, round 2. That's them. A dollop of mustard, and this is whole grain meal. Look at that, teaspoon. 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons. Yeah. You could put honey in if you want. If you want a sweet honey and mustard dressing. So what I'm going to do, rather than make a vinaigrette, I'm putting one of my shallots in. Now I've not tasted these yet, so I think I better try one first. And I'm going to cut one up. Just what that'll do. Just make sure they're all right, I suppose. Oh, crunchy, crunchy. Not too hot, and very tasty. That is the rain. Right. Little pieces of these. Could probably put a few more in, but I think no, I've only got a few spuds left. Oh, we had potatoes. Forgot to tell you. Potatoes were boiled just about 10 minutes. You want them so the fork just goes in. Right, oh, look at that, pepper that in. Nearly there. The vital ingredients missing. Yeah, pretty boring without some mayo, wouldn't it? So, ooh. Fair old bit. We'll see how it is after I've mixed it all up. Ah, that should be all right. Won't know till we get the spuds in, I suppose. Like I say, you can put honey in, but I'm not going to because I don't really want to this time. And these spuds, they're cold now, so they can go in. I've done a small bowl so it fits in my fridge better. Always popular at barbecues, this one. So I think that's it, guys. I mean, apart from doing a taste test, it's a bit messy, isn't it? Right, let's have a quick taste. Better not use the knife, otherwise someone will tell me off. That is nice. Yeah, I've never used my own pickled onions before. I only made a vinaigrette dressing to go in. Oh, that is good. Right, cling film over the top of that. Cling film over the top, and that'll last in the fridge 3 or 4 days. If it actually makes it to 3 or 4 days. The onions, they'll last 3 or 4 months because it's not a very high vinegar content in there. That was it, guys. I mean, a bit hurried because of the weather, but hope you enjoyed that one, and there'll be more to come. Own potatoes, own spring onions, own garlic, own shallots. Yeah, good. There we are then. 2 quick and, I've got to say, very simple potato recipes.